Hello, good day, and welcome to Top Stories on UgamaTV. I am Emmanuel Tewasi, your host for this edition. And as you all know, Top Stories is where we bring you highlights of stories and happenings that occurred within the week in case you missed out on any of them. Okay, so you can follow us on our socials: Facebook at UgamaTV, on Instagram at UgamaTV1, and YouTube at UgamaTV, and do well to check our blog at www.ugamatv.com, where you can get all the latest stories and feature stories as they unfold. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the stories we highlighted last week for your viewing pleasure. Stay with us. Alright, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Top Stories on UgamaTV, and this is where we'll bring you a review of the major activities within the week. And for this week's edition, we have a lot of stories, interesting stories lined up for you. Starting from our own locality, the Enugu State Governor within the week celebrated his 52nd birthday anniversary. Happy birthday, Governor Peter Ndubisi Mbak. Moving on to Abia State. The Abia State House of Assembly on Tuesday, March 19, passed a bill to stop payment of pensions to former governors and their deputies in the state. Away from the southeast, the presidency within the week revealed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approved the creation of state policing and forest vanguard. It was reported that about 16 governors have submitted reports to the National Economic Council expressing their support for the establishment of state police. The Nigerian Senate within the week passed the Student Loan Bill, Access to Higher Education Act 2024. The Senate resolution followed the consideration of the report of the Senate Committee on Tertiary Institutions and Third Fund. Also, members of the Nigerian Labour Congress stormed the Labour Party's secretariat in Lagos to protest the party's national convention planned for the end of March. The members also demanded the sack of the national chairman of the party, Julius Abure. Alright, and on an interesting note, Nigeria ranked 102nd happiest nation in the world with 4.88 points, according to the latest edition of the World Happiest Report released on Wednesday. This represents a drop from 7 places from 95th in the 2023 report by Sustainable Development Solution. And on security, the federal government said it has uncovered identities of 15 entities, including 9 individuals and 6 bureau de change operators and firms allegedly involved in terrorism financing. Similarly, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has distanced himself from the violence in the southeastern part of the country. He vowed that those behind the violence in the name of being IPOB members would not be spared. Kanu spoke in Abuja immediately after the court denied him bail. And on the other hand, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention (NCDC) says it has registered new cases of Lassa fever and 20 deaths across 16 states in 1 week. According to the NCDC, the period spanned from February 26 to 3rd of March 2024. A report by the National Bureau of Statistics indicates that Nigeria's inflation has stayed up by 1.8% to 31.7%, the highest level recorded since April 1996. On an interesting note, Naira rose against the US dollar on Wednesday at the official and parallel markets, with the local currency recording a significant gain against the greenback at the black market. This comes after the Central Bank of Nigeria announced the final settlement of all valid foreign exchange backlogs, fulfilling a key pledge of the Apex Bank's governor, Mr. Olayemi Cardoso, to process the inherited backlog of $7 billion in claims. And lastly, death was announced of a popular Nollywood producer and actor, Chief Ikechukwu Nnadi, popularly known as Andy Best. Andy Best produced so many Nollywood movies like Lion of Africa, White Poison, My Father's Corp, and many others. The remains of the foremost producer have been deposited in the morgue in Owerri, Imo State. And that's all for this edition of Top Stories. Hope to see you next week, same time, same station. Don't forget to follow us on our socials on Facebook at UgamaTV, on Instagram at UgamaTV1, on YouTube at UgamaTV, and Twitter at UgamaTV. Also do well to check our blog at www.ugamatv.com, where you can check out full latest stories, trends, and features as they unfold. I remain Emmanuel Tewasi. Bye for now.
When you think of online TV and radio, broadcasting, media consultancy, event coverage, event management and planning, there's no better name than UgamaTV. But that's not all. We're also into photo studio and coverage, equipment rental, news blogging, fashion and pageantry. We are at number 5/21 Chime Avenue, beside Open Sheraton Restaurant, New Haven, Enugu. Follow us on our social media handles: Facebook at UgamaTV, Instagram at UgamaTV1, Twitter at UgamaTV, website www.ugamatv.com. You can also send us email at ugamatv@gmail.com. UgamaTV, your one-stop media solution.